Fuck the prices of eggs. Have y'all seen the prices of spinach?
I don't know about you, but I track the inflation in this country through the price of these. A gas station Polar Pop, a gas station Sody, if you will. When I first moved to this city 5 years ago, one of these bad boys was 59 cents, right? They started slowly going up. They went up to about 79 cents, stayed that way for a while. But then the last year, they have just gone up 10 cents, 10 cents, 10 cents, 10 cents, 10 cents. It feels like every couple days. Last week I got one, it was 90 cents. Now I went in to get one today, it was $1.06. What do you mean this went from a 59-cent soda to $1.06? I get $1.06, ain't the end of the world. But what the fuck? You don't even clean those fountain things. I know I'm getting a dirty, sticky, nasty soda pop. I don't value myself. Why do you think I'm going to the gas station to get me a Polar Pop? And y'all want to inflate the prices on a gas station soda? Don't even get me started at restaurants charging $3.99 for a fucking Dr. P. It's time to knock it off. Knock the prices back down. This is unacceptable. I should never get a gas station soda and have to bring in more than $1. The fact that I'm bringing in a paper bill at all is disgusting. This is for car change purchases, and you know that. I didn't need to tell you that.
Okay, real talk. How y'all affording life right now? I mean, Pringles are $2.62. My kid's getting the generic form of that, which is Pringles, because I'm not paying that much for Pringles. Like, I don't understand. Like, life is so expensive right now. Like, what am I doing wrong? That's the first thing. Another thing that I don't really even buy very often, I went to go get Pillsbury cinnamon buns, and they were $5.67. I remember when they were $1.99. What in the world? Just don't know if I need to start selling something. Body organs, limbs. I mean, what are you all doing? Because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm tired and I'm broke, and I'm tired of being broke. So, yeah.
Next in line. Hi, I just have this bottle of water and this candle. Okay, your total is $64.95.
I've been really hungry the last 3 days.
I bought this jacket on credit since I don't have any savings.
Buying a house is near impossible in today's market, and mortgage rates are the highest they've been in decades.
What the fuck is going on with these car dealerships and these goddamn prices?
I have a serious question. How in the world are y'all affording groceries out here?
It sucks, but people are really drowning right now.
My rent is going up almost $300 a month.
I know I'm not the only one who notices that everything is going up except for the wages of these damn jobs, and we finna talk about it.
Anyone else feeling stressed with the rising cost of living these days? Between the economy crisis and tariffs affecting prices, it's getting harder and harder to stay ahead. I literally just left the grocery store, and staying within budget is feeling so challenging. But I don't let that control me. I decided to take some action some time ago. Learn how to manage my money smarter, not just for me, but for my family. And now what I do is I teach others how to do the same. I encourage you to take charge of your financial future, whether that's learning new strategies or even exploring extra income opportunities. It's time to make a change. If you're ready, send me a message.
Have you been hungry?
I've been starving. I've been really hungry the last 3 days.
So what did you eat yesterday?
I had fish fingers and beans.
What else did you have?
That's it. That's all I had, was fish fingers and beans for me evening meal.
What about lunch?
No. I just fill up on tea.
Paul is 57 and lives in Weston-super-Mare. This morning, he went to the local food bank in desperation.
Today, I picked up these cans, baked beans, soups, chopped tomatoes are back there as well.
He's had no money for days, and what little food he's had to ration to one meal a day. He lives alone, and in this, the flat's only other room, keeps the lights off as much as possible. Vehicle repair diplomas adorn mostly bare walls, from a career ended prematurely by ill health. Paul receives £843 a month on universal credit. He's due to get more on health grounds, but right now he's reeling from a recent hike in rent, now costing £620 a month, leaving him, after paying bills and insurance, with
on average £30 for the month. I'm very lucky that I have a really good neighbour, and she bought me some milk today because she knew I didn't have any, basically, so I can have a cup of tea.
Today's report by the Joseph Rowntree Foundation claims the number of people experiencing destitution in the UK has more than doubled in the last 5 years, almost 2/3 of whom have a disability or chronic health problem.
Do you want some extra milk, love?
Oh yes, please, yes.
Got loads of milk.
Gareth, who's 55, finds himself at the same food bank as Paul. A welder fabricator until he says a spinal issue affecting his hands made that too difficult.
I need a new pair of boots, yeah? I'll struggle to buy a postcard with a pair of boots on it. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I can't afford anything, you know? Sometimes I have to share a can of tuna with a cat because we're that skint. You get to the stage where you just think, what's the point? You know, this is not living, this is not even surviving. Everything I held dear in the last year since I've been signed off has gone, really.
Growing up, my mom was always saying that it's expensive to be poor, and the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. And I was reminded of that today because I was going through my bank statements and I had a charge in December for $12 and it was marked as monthly maintenance fee, but I'd never had that before and I haven't had it in the month since. So I chatted with like the little robot, whatever person on Bank of America, and I asked them like, what's up with this $12 fee? And the lady looks into it and she's like, oh yeah, like there's this monthly maintenance fee, but we waive it if you either have a deposit over this amount each month, your account balance is over this amount, or you're a preferred like member. And I'm thinking and I'm realizing like that was the month when I was between serving full time and looking for my new job. So like I didn't have a paycheck or anything deposited. My account had gone below a certain level. But then I'm like, oh wait, like I'm a preferred rewards member, whatever it is. She's like, oh yeah, like we actually looked at your account when it got below this certain level and you're no longer preferred. So I'm like, okay, damn, like you're really kicking me when I'm down. Like I have the least amount of money I've ever had and I don't have a deposit and then you charge me more on top of it. But ultimately, like whatever, it's $12 and I'm lucky that doesn't really matter to me right now. But then I was thinking of when I was younger and like my mom and I were really struggling and one of our biggest sources of income was like my Dunkin' Donuts paycheck, which was maybe like $140 a week. And how we were constantly getting late fees and they were always $35. It was like overdraft protection. So basically what would happen is like I have $55 in my bank account. Keep in mind, we're not even using credit cards. It's straight debit. So we're not even like overspending on credit. Like we're just, this is all the money we have. We're using it for basic necessities. And it'd be like, all right, I have $55 in my bank account. The phone bill, whatever the fuck hits, $70. Okay, negative 15. Okay, immediate negative 35 for the overdraft protection fee. So now it's like I'm negative $50. My next paycheck comes in, it takes $50 out of that. So then like the next bill, we're short $20. And it's just like an ever evolving cycle of every month, normally like 2 times a month, we're paying $70 in overdraft fees. And it's funny because that overdraft fee was over 20% of my weekly income. But to someone who made $1,000 a week or $2,000 a week or $100,000 a week, they would, one, never notice that fee if they ever got it, but two, they would never get that fee because their account would never go below zero. They would never not have the deposit. They just would never run into that problem. And that's why it's so expensive being poor, and the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. This can be applied to so many other things. So for example, I just had to renew my car insurance and it was for 6 months. If I paid for the 6 months in advance, I think it was like $550, I want to say. But if I didn't, it would be a total of like $750 over the 6 months. So I'm able to save $200 if I can pay it all at once, but otherwise if I can't, I have to pay $200 more. And if you're poor, guess what option you're going with because you have no other option. And the kicker is that $200 savings would really mean a lot to you. but you don't have that option. And it's the same thing with car payments and student loans and even things like the quality of your shoes or your jackets. Like, you're buying the cheaper pair of shoes, that's all you can afford. You have to buy a new pair the next year. Parking tickets even, like, you park on the street because you can't afford a parking spot. You get ticketed. Someone who can afford a parking spot, if they got that parking ticket, it wouldn't matter that much. But to you, it does. So you fight it in court. You have to take time off work. It compounds and it compounds. And it truly is crazy. It's the same thing we see nowadays with Trump and the Republicans, and how like the bottom 20, 40, 60% pays the most in taxes and the billionaires pay the least, even though the taxes that the poorest people pay hit them the hardest. It's such a big percentage of their income and actually matters, because every $20 actually matters to poor people. And the rich people, they barely pay their share, and even if they paid what they were supposed to, they wouldn't even fucking notice. Drives me insane.